To show you a quick tip, I was able to pick up 200 monetized coin tokens today on the fourth round. I was not able to pick them up on previous rounds, so I wanted to show you what I did differently to make sure that I got this. It's no guarantee, but it's a tip that was really helpful once I did it, so it could help you pick these up if you haven't been able to. So the first thing is I log in and I go to the dashboard page. That's where you land, and I copy the URL here at the top, and I paste it over here, and then I create two windows. So I'm gonna make this a little smaller. I create two windows. So however you want to do that, I'm gonna do it this way. For those that aren't familiar with the computer, these kinds of things, I click here and I slide this over, but you can do a YouTube search or whatever if you're not familiar with how to separate your windows like that, for those of you who are kind of tech challenged. But I basically create two different windows, and this might not be that big of a deal for those of you who your screen size allows you to see this really, really well. And they just set this here actually closer, but I like to see it right next to the button. I don't want my eyes up here and then, and I can't look here. It really matters with this because I got so many people. So it is much better to have, I'll just show you and you can decide what you want to do. Let's see here. So, and then I set it down here by the button. And that way I can slide this around. I don't have to worry about it. I can position this where I want it, but I always have this clock here, and I might even make it smaller so my eyes don't have to look around, and I'll put it right by the button. And then, I got my eye on the button, and I got my eye here really fast. Makes a difference for me, maybe not for you. And then a couple other things. If, this is really important, their CAPTCHA times out pretty fast. You can see it says price refresh in 22 seconds. And I don't know if that's when the CAPTCHA refreshes too, but I do know that the first time I tried to do this, I prepared by hitting, I wanted the max tokens. You could do less if you want to. But you get the token amount ready. You choose if you're paying with Bitcoin or Ethereum. I have Bitcoin in here, so I'm using Bitcoin. But my point is you get it all ready, right? And then you hit I'm not a robot, and I did it too soon. The first time I did it too soon, and I got all of this ready, and then it was checked, and then right when it hit 0, I clicked, and it had refreshed, and it said I had to do that again. So I missed out because I got this ready too soon. So it's a little tricky. Like, I think the best thing to do is to wait till this is at about 30 seconds, maybe even 25 seconds, and then you click I'm not a robot and go through all of that. Of course, sometimes that can cause a delay too. So I'm not saying it's easy in some cases, but I just want you to be aware that the CAPTCHA can time out, and it may make you do it again if you set it up too early. At the same time, you do need to get all this set up beforehand. So what I did last time was when it got to about the 25-second mark to 0, about 25 seconds were left, I got all this ready. I hit I'm not a robot. I went like this, feeling a little nervous because, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. Let's see here. So, and I hit verify, and sometimes it comes up again. Anyway, so I did that, and then right when it hit 0, oh, another time I screwed up because right when it hit 0, I pressed the button, and it said, oh, it's not ready yet. So I pressed it too soon, even though it definitely hit 0. So my recommendation is right when it hits 0, you wait like not a second, but like a quarter of a second. So let's pretend this was close to 0. It's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, boom. But don't hit it right on 0. Like, don't try to be too quick on the draw. Anyway, I hope this helps. These were the tips that I employed that allowed me to be able to get in on Monetize Coin. I'm not advising you to do this, by the way. This is just a step-by-step kind of little tip. I'm sharing my experience, with Monetize Coin, what I'm doing. I'm not advising anyone to do it. But for those of you who chose to do it already, this video may be helpful to you. to navigate the site and actually take advantage of what you were trying to do.